Hi, Peter on the New York Fashion Times, and I have.
Lauren Weststeyn.
Hi, Lauren.
Hello, how are you?
It's been a while.
It's been a very long while.
I know. And this COVID thing is like everyone's locked up, right?
Absolutely locked up.
So, are you still doing modeling during COVID?
I am, here and there. It's actually pretty convenient that it takes a bit of distance to get a good photo because
So, is it the same casting process and just like before? How's the casting process working?
to be honest, it's a little bit more independent. If you would like to be working, I prefer to be pretty close with who I'm working with, utilize your relationships type thing.
So, you're not really doing like runway like you did before. It's more like just shoots then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Much more editorial.
Gotcha,
Much more
gotcha.
editorial stuff.
What kind of projects have you worked on lately, if you can disclose?
I worked with a new photographer in Malibu who was pretty intense. That was a really exciting project. We got to do a little bit more exposed shots, which
Uh-oh.
for me, exactly. I venture into that slowly, and so becoming a full woman is something you really venture into doing those things. It's fun.
Eloquently put.
I like it, thanks.
You're welcome. So, I hear you're doing other things. Are you doing acting as well, or you
I
are?
have. I've behind the scenes for a few years. I've gone to Playhouse West, which I will have no problem promoting. They are such an amazing school. It's great for your foundation, great to get you interested, working with other people within the industry that are on your same level, being able to work with people that are much more advanced than you. It's really fun. So I had a great time there for about 2 years, and I'm still rekindling those relationships with people in class so that I can start with more material and keep acting and put the education to use.
Did you do that before modeling or after modeling?
In between, all the above. We do it all.
Okay. So, how did you start in your modeling career? How did that come about?
I think that was when, as a child, I was thrown into it. A lot of people kind of said, she should, and when I finally got the chance to take some photos, I fell in love with it. I really enjoyed it. However, it was a shock to me, to be honest, that I did like it, because I've been a tomboy my whole life, so it was shocking that I love it, but I do it.
So, you're good with the tomboy thing at the same time as the glitzy model thing?
It clashes. There's times it clashes. However, I fall into each, depending on the setting. You definitely go with the mood and the vibe and your surroundings and such. But I like to mix them both, even when it's a little inappropriate sometimes, because it can be exciting, the reactions that you can get in a glitz glam situation when you kind of have more of a tomboy vibe.
Do you find that, how should we call it? You you have certain looks for certain things you like to do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, majority of the look is a lot of gym wear all the time. But besides the gym wear all the time, having horses in my life and growing up in a very Western setting, it is really fun to bring in those simple pieces that, no, not in a cliche way, but in a very, oh wow, I noticed that kind of way. And it's really fun.
Are the pieces you wear when you ride, are they more functional or are they more fashionable?
I think the pieces when I ride are a little bit of both, and it does depend on if you're competing, the same as if you were at an event versus an audition. When you're practicing at home, you get free reign to do what you like, but people definitely tone it up a little bit when they go to competitions or they go to races. The girls like to wear a little bit more fringe, a little bit more jewels. I think the horses like it too, to be honest. I think that they know that it's their moment to shine.
On the functional side, is there anything different about like what you wear when riding a horse in terms it doesn't slip, fall, get tangled, etc.?
Surely. I think that tight-fitting pants, but not too tight, obviously. Comfortable as far as rubbing is concerned as well. But breeches is something that the English really wear, and I'll be honest, I've ventured into using those and wearing breeches for Western wear. It's pretty comfortable, not gonna lie.
Speaking of breeches, so the pants you're wearing right now, you can give us a little turnaround, that does have a kind of riding look to it.
It can. I believe it's the bell-bottom flare that gives you that feeling.
Okay.
That bell-bottom boot cut look definitely gives you a Western feel, as well as the bit of a grunge style. I always kind of tend to grunge. I always fall into grunge.
Grunge in terms of, how would you call it? trying to retroactively make something new old, or do you want to wear something that's actually old?
Actually old.
Okay.
That is not left, even though a lot of people may have thought it is left. Something is not cool until it is old. As new as it may be, it's great for the moment. When it's new, but once that moment is gone, a lot of people will resell an item because they've been photographed in it. So vintage, it never loses its sauce. It's always swaggy. It's so fun to take something with history and bring it to the present.
When you're looking to buy one of these vintage pieces, where do you go?
I go to All American Recycled. All American Recycled. American Recycled. That's where these pants are from. Also, though, we have amazing thrift stores in LA.
You do.
We do. It's
Yeah.
the best. It's the best.
Do you tend to get everything like off the shelf, ready to wear, or you modify things?
I think modify. Always
Okay.
modify. Always be unique. Always make it your own. Always throw it into something that you already have. Yeah, definitely
Okay.
modify.
Okay. So, where can we find you? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Facebook, Lauren Weststeyn, which is my full name, which is a long one.
Could you spell, please?
I shall. It is Lauren, and then Weststeyn, Weststeyn, which is very Dutch. I apologize.
We can probably overlook that.
I hope. I hope. New stage names are always welcome. I love the suggestions.
Okay. And Instagram, did you mention that as well?
I have an Instagram as well, of course. That one is LaurenBugg01. Lauren, Bugg01. And that's Instagram. That was my childhood nickname, was Bug. And it hasn't left me yet.
Well, it's been so nice to catch up with you.
It's been so good to see you. So good to see you.
And I look forward to chatting with you shortly.
Same. Thank
Okay.
you, Peter.
Take care. Thanks for watching. You're watching New York Fashion Times.